How's it going, YouTubers? Welcome back to the channel. This video, I just want to talk. I'm not going to have it really long. I'm going to be just a few minutes here. I want to bring something to everyone's attention that is probably already known, but I just want to put a little bit of emphasis on it and highlight it a little bit, if you will. Everybody knows that they've got doorbells now that will video you, audio you, have all your, basically watches you whenever you get 15 or 20 feet from the customer's door, okay? It don't matter if they're there or not. How's it going, everybody? A lot of times they can even watch you on their phone if they are not even there. So it's really, really important. You guys that smoke, you go out on your cigarette breaks, keep them to halfway short. You know, don't be out there all day long. You know, don't run in and out a half a dozen times smoking throughout the day, because that all goes, the customer sees all of that, okay? The installer's privacy is almost out the door with all the technology that they got out there now. You don't know if customers have cameras on their refrigerators, up in their corners, in their living room. You never know, okay? There a lot for surely is in the doorbells nowadays. I see them all over, even here in this little bitty town. So I can imagine in big cities and stuff like that where they have not so good neighborhoods and stuff like that. How's it going, Danny? So if you're not comfortable with saying something right in front of the customer or to the customer, by all means, don't be saying that. That's exactly right. No profanity. Thank you, Bobby. By all means, don't be saying it outside, okay? Because there's a good chance that you're on audio or even on video, okay? So the best way to do it, my opinion, always be respectful, no matter who's around, who can see you or who can hear you in person, because like I said, there's a good chance that you're on video or something somewhere if you're at a customer's house, okay? So again, if you don't want to be, if you don't feel comfortable saying something to or around the customer, don't say it at all completely if you're at that person's house, okay? It's just going to help you in the long run. Even you know, say there's a little bad spot in the carpet or something like that. You go outside and you're talking to your buddy. Oh man, did you see that run in the carpet? You know, it's a light streak all the way through the room. Nobody's going to notice it though. We're going to go with it. Well, guess what? They just found that out. Now they're going to be in there. And now that they know you're trying to cover that up, they're going to start looking at every other little bitty thing that you're doing to make sure that you're not trying to cover something else up, okay? So it's strictly to cover yourself, okay? You do not want be using bad language, dissing the customer, talking about their filthy bathroom or their disgusting kitchen or anything like that, okay? You don't want to be, you know, oh, did you see the pictures on the wall or whatever? You know what I'm saying? There was dog crap over there in the corner. None of that stuff, okay? Like I said, you're in their home. I've talked about this stuff so much, about customer respect and stuff like that. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that again, buddy. I've talked about that so much. I don't know a whole lot else to say. I just wanted to bring this stuff up. I have had those seam replacement talks in the van. There you go. If you are going to do that, that was exactly what I was going to say. Get in your van. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get in there and turn the heater on, or get in there and turn the AC on, or anything like that, go get in the van and do it, okay? By all means, don't be standing out there in their driveway smoking a cigarette. You know, you think nobody's looking, you flick the cigarette butt over there in the yard. Don't be doing that, because there's a good chance they're going to see you, okay? You shouldn't be doing that anyways, just out of respect for the customer. But definitely don't want to do it with all the technology that's out there now, okay? Like I said, you can't hardly do, say, or anything without them knowing it, okay? I hate to, but I do it better safe than sorry. Hacks, yeah. Well, yeah, I hear you on that. Anyway, I don't know what else to say about that. I just wanted to bring it to you guys' attention. You cannot be too careful, okay? The last live stream I did, The very last live stream I did, I think it was 2 live streams ago. My crazy gimbal, I broke my little tripod leg off of my gimbal there. And I had a guy, and I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure his name was, dang, I had it earlier, now I can't even remember. Anyway, he said, I'm gonna send you a gimbal for Christmas. I was like, okay, blah, 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 blah. I can't remember what I said. Oh, about, making it big enough to fit an iPhone 11 Pro Max and stuff like that, because that's what I'm using right now. That's what I use for all my live streams as my iPhone. Well, I've had a lot of people say stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Especially in times whenever I'm doing giveaways and stuff like that, because they think they're gonna probably get some brownie points and I'm gonna pick them out and give them something or something like that. That's just how people are, you know what I'm saying? No, not dissing anybody for doing that. That's just humanity, okay? So anyway, I didn't take it real serious. I had a guy one time tell me he was gonna send me a super awesome Milwaukee sliding compound saw and everything else. Oh, for Pete's sake, guys. Put the toilet seat down and don't leave. Man, that's exactly right. We could go a long ways with that. Washing your hands, okay? You got me going now. Washing your hands, okay? If you use the restroom and you wash their hands, wash them good enough to get the dirt off of them, okay? Don't run water on them to get the dirt loose on your hands and then wipe it on the customer's brand new white decorative towels, okay? If you tinkle on the floor, by all means, get some toilet paper and wipe it up. On the seat, clean it up. Be absolutely respectful of the customers, okay? I once worked with a guy who actually smoked a joint in the vacant. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I almost never use customers' bathroom. I will use their hall bathroom, okay? I think it is highly important and highly disrespectful for someone to go in the customer's master bathroom, okay? In my jobs, for anybody that's working for me, that is absolutely off limits. Do not use the customer's master bathroom, okay? That is their sanctuary. Use the guest bathroom if you have to go. I mean, we are humans. We all got plumbing and stuff like that, so you have to go sometime or another, but use the hall bathroom, the powder room by the front door or whatever, okay? Keep out of the master bathroom by all means, okay? Okay. Anyway, I'm going to do this really fast and then I'm going to be done. I've got some stuff to do. I'm actually going to try. I got some Cortex stone right over here. My garage or my studio is a wreck right now. I've got some stuff going on here from Christmas still. I've got my grandson's basketball going, stuff like that in here that I was getting put together for him. So it's kind of trashed in here right now. I have no problem with a contractor using a bathroom. When you got to go, you got to go. Yeah, I feel the exact same way. But you definitely got to be respectful enough not to use the master bathroom. I got some Cortex stone right here. I'm fixing to. I want to make a transition out of this. Billy Graham told me that you can peel this stuff. So this is going to be my first attempt at peeling this. I'm going to try to make a 3/8 overlap reducer with this Cortex stone. Again, this is going to be my first attempt with the Cortex stone. I don't know how it's going to go, but we're going to check it out. I'm going to cut my strips first. I'm going to measure my overlap reducer, see how wide I need it, and then I'm going to take this out there on my table saw and cut it in strips and peel it off in strips, like probably about 3 inches or something like that, 4 inches maybe. Cut me some strips down on my table saw, and then I will try to peel the individual strips right there. This is definitely different than the traditional LVP, the Cortex stone is, so I'm a little concerned with how it's going to peel. Like I said, I've heard someone say that it does peel, but I've not tried it myself, so we'll see how it goes, and I'll let you guys know how it goes, okay? Once I get done. I'm just sitting there messing with it right there, and it's just chipping off, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Billy Graham said he did do it when he was at Surfaces last year, so I'm eager to try it, eager to see if it's going to work. That's what I'm fixing to do. As soon as I get off here, I'm going to make me an overlap reducer with this stuff if I can get it to peel. But anyway, the gentleman said, I'm going to send you a gimbal because you're always having trouble with your gimbal leg falling off there, okay? So, lo and behold, yesterday, look what come in the mail. I couldn't believe it. He actually sent me a gimbal. Super nice gimbal. What's up, sugar?
I say, hi, everybody.
Uh-oh, I should not have messed with it. I got my leg now is all loose because I picked it up. Anyway, the guy sent me a super nice gimbal. This is, thank you, Bobby, I appreciate it. Danny said hi. Congratulations, Danny. I think what I seen on Facebook this morning was actually a brand new purchase. Is that right? I think so. So congrats on the buy, man. That's super awesome. Be nice to, real exciting to start building and just going there and hanging out. Getting excited about the build. The excitement about something like that is almost as good as actually doing it. Anyway, the guy sent me a gimbal, and this is like better than the one that I even have. This thing is a awesome. He said, yeah, 22 acres. Man, that's awesome. We'll have to come check it out sometime. So this thing is about, I don't know, it's got all kinds of functions. Here on the back, it's got this turn dial. I haven't messed with it at all, so I don't know what all this stuff is for. Look at that though. This thing is super, super high tech. It's got so many daggone things on it. This might be zoom, I don't really know. I hope that would be super awesome if I could zoom in and out with that. That would be super sweet. This is, like I said, a lot better than the one that I'm using right now that you got, that I'm sitting here on. Danny, thank you for that super chat, buddy. I appreciate it. John Stillwagon, thank you for that, buddy. That's awesome, man. Appreciate that. This, look at that tripod that comes with this gimbal right here. I'm going to take this off. I'm actually going to screw this on there, and I'm going to take my phone off of my gimbal and let y'all see the difference in these two gimbals. This guy right here, I can't remember what his name is.
I thought you said Thomas.
Thomas Murray, if I ain't mistaken. Travis Murray, maybe. I can't remember the guy's name, dadgummit. Hopefully he'll get on here and see this so I can thank him because I don't have a clue. I'm gonna turn my gimbal off right here. So, and I'm gonna show you, J-Dub. How's it going, buddy? Okay, I got my hand in the way for a second, sorry. Anyway, now we'll go. Let me turn this around. J-Dub, did this gimbal come from you? I couldn't remember who done it. Look at here. This is mine. One that I've been using. And look right here. So this is the problem that I've been having with it. I actually super glued it back. This is probably really unsteady right now with me holding it. So I super glued it back. You can see where the leg is busted on it right there. But even though... Oh, yes, you're welcome. Dude, that is awesome. That is awesome. That is very much appreciated. I really, really appreciate it. Let me stand this up here. I want to show you the difference in these two. The one I bought and the one that you gave me. This is super awesome of you to do that, man.
You should have seen the look on his face when I told him it came in the mail.
Like I said, people's told me that stuff before, but, you know, they tell you that to get brownie points to get stuff given to them. So, lo and behold, I was thinking that's what was going on, but you came through and I'm super excited about it. I wanted you to keep making videos. I'm going to keep making videos, buddy. No doubt about that. Check this out. Look at the one you give me. Look how big this thing is right here, man. And then look at my little bitty thing right there. Look at them compared side by side. You hooked it up, man.
You outdid yourself.
I heard that. I really, really appreciate it. It's bigger all the way around, man. Look at them side by side there. It's a lot bigger, heavier duty, and everything. I just ain't got I ain't done anything to it. I had to, Siri to come on there. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna try to get this back on my gimbal real quick. Y'all forgive me for a second. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. It's hard to do this without punching buttons. Y'all see my hand? Okay. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. I had to get that thing back on my gimbal. Whoop, there we go. All right, back and hooked it up there again. Yeah, straighten it up a little bit. But yeah, anyway, that was super awesome. J-Dub, I really, really appreciate it. How do you fasten strip to concrete? Nubbies, which is 1/2-inch nails, got 5/8 nails, got 3/4 nails, and got 1-inch nails. If that does not work, I use a PAM gun. Well, actually, it ain't a PAM gun anymore. I use a hot melt glue gun, little dime-sized drips. I've actually got tons of videos on that right there if you want to go check it out. Jet Tack and hot melt glue. I use them both. The hot melt glue will hold. I've never used a Taylor drive bar. I've had a lot of people talk about that. I don't use aluminum pins either. I know a lot of people that do, but I've never done that. I was not very good at concrete at all whenever I moved out to Tucson, because everything here where I'm at right here in Tennessee now is on a wood subfloor. So how's it going, Alex? I had a very little, I mean, I could do it, but I had just a little experience with concrete, and then I moved out to Arizona back in 2010, and everything out there was concrete. So man, it was just like learning everything all over. I used a drive bar. It's great. I'm gonna have to check that out. I've heard a lot of people talk about that, John. Definitely would probably be nice. Anyway, I sure got the hang of the concrete out there, because everything I did out there was on concrete except for mobile homes, and that was wood subfloor. I just saw a hammer drill now. I know it's slow, but it does the job. Yeah, oh, he said I just hammer drill now, especially for gripper metals. That would be really good right there. That would keep you from beating a metal to death. I used a little, whenever I'm done, Frito-Lay says Taylor drive bar is the best. I don't doubt that, man. Simply because of the first word right there, Taylor. Taylor Tools has all kinds of great tools. I highly recommend almost everything that Taylor has out there. I love them. I got lots of Taylor Tool stuff. Their iron, their shark teeth. Anyway, I could go on, but I can't remember right offhand. I got their little kicker picker and all kinds of stuff. They're great. Oh, they're one of the main things that I've got that I really, really love is their snap. I can't think of it. You plug it in the wall. Where do you buy your supplies at? I order most of my stuff of the Torque Guard. That's it. Thank you, Danny. The Torque Guard is something new that Taylor Tools has come out with just here recently. This past year, anyway, I'll say that. And it is for any kind of rotary tools, and it will prevent anything that spins from getting out of control, whether it's a hammer drill, a sander, a buffer, or anything like that. It senses the extra torque. You can set it to what you want to, and as soon as it out torques what you got it set to, it will instantly shut your machine off like within a millisecond or something. So super fast. I actually got a video on that where I did a little demonstration right here in my studio where I hit some carpet with my sander. Boom, it shuts it off. My sander didn't go through the wall or anything like that. How's the new vac working out? The new vac is absolutely awesome. I love it. I love my IQ. It's real nice. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. I got 2 dual fastomatic concrete nailers with T-nails. I hear you. I ain't never used one of them. I actually have seen them used, but I've never used one of them. Oh, yeah. Anyway, they got some stuff out there in Tucson where nobody can get concrete to drive in it. They did some experimenting in the 70s with concrete. They did some concrete testing out there. You can see in neighborhoods where they just have cylinders like about 6 inches around, about a foot to 16, 18 inches long, just concrete cylinders like this, about that long. They look like a cut off carpet cob, just about this long. They're about that big. And you can see so many of them that people literally make walls around their property with, where they did a bunch of concrete testing out there in the desert with them. Well, during that era, they was building properties, of course, and they used a lot of that concrete in building. and they refer to it out there in the desert as red concrete. Nobody can ever get anything to stick it in out there. Now, I'm not just saying that just because I was really, really proud when I got to where I was able to actually nail into that stuff. It did take some nubbies. You had to use 1/2-inch nails, and you could only hit it one time. But by George, if you hit it good, it would stick. When I first moved out there, I was gluing everything because of the dreaded red concrete. And then before I left, after been out there for a little over 8 years, I was hardly gluing anything unless it was over ceramic tile or something like that. Most always I could get it to nail. Now, granted, it was slow going, but hey, you can nail it. You know, it just takes persistence. Not being scared of the baseboard. A lot of times that's where people will mess up whenever they're 90% of the workers on concrete retirement homes. Most of the time when people mess up and cannot get stuff to stick, they are scared to just act like there's no baseboard around. If you just act like you're out in the middle of the room and you're not going to hit anything and just wham, you just nail it, you know. Don't be scared of the wall. You just nail it. It's going to go, okay? What messes people up is if they're holding back and not doing a good, hard, accurate, precise swing like they're trying to drive that nail because they're scared to go full force and hit the wall or something. That's what will mess you up because you're kind of holding back. Forget the wall, forget the baseboard, beat that concrete in there, okay? Beat those nails in there and you'll go. Have no grip hammer lightly when nailing hard concrete and hit hard. Oh yeah, definitely have to grip the hammer hard. I messed up there a little bit. I've had a couple of bad concrete jobs over here. Seems like it affects it when you pour it in the cold. I don't know if that, well, I know what it was out west. It's so dry out there, the concrete will literally dry so fast. I've actually seen concrete people out there where they've had a couple guys short and it dries up on them and they'll run the entire job where it'll dry up on them out there before they even get it like they need to, because it's so doggone dry out there and hot. You know, 110, 115 degrees with like 8% humidity or something like that, 12% humidity. Talking about some fast drying concrete. If they do not have all their guys with them, they're not going to pour that day, or they're going to call in some day laborers or something to do some work for them. They really have to be on the ball when they're pouring concrete in the desert because of that. Something has to hold. Yeah. I heard that, or I seen that. Whoever said that, I think it was Frito-Lay, maybe. Let me look here. Oops. Yeah, Frito-Lay. I have jet tack, Pam hammer drills, and the driver bar. Something has to hold. Yep, you're exactly right, buddy. I tell you what, I've got videos out on the jet tack and the Pam gun. I've got several videos out on that, as a matter of fact. You can use that on Z-bar. I've not had issues with it. Even gluing the Z-bar down to the floor and then tap it down like that over ceramic tile, busted up concrete. You know what I'm saying? If you got a little bit of concrete over here where it's not gravel, stick it right there, okay? I've seen people out there, I've actually pulled up carpet in the desert. Well, they will drive 16s up underneath of the bottom plate of the wall and then bend the nails down over the tack strip to make the bent 16 penny nail bent over the tack strip. Like this is the tack strip. They'll drive it in under the bottom plate of the wall like that and then bend it down over the tack strip and have that bent nail holding the tack strip down. I've seen all kinds of stuff out there when it comes to concrete. You can definitely tell. And even on a wood floor, 3 and 4 rows of tack strip deep, you know, like that. It's understandable, not 4 rows, by no means, not even 3 rows. Sometimes you're going to do 2 rows to get something to hold, because rental properties on concrete are the worst, because it gets, after so many times, it just gets busted up. Then you got to float it out and definitely have to glue it down. So after so many times, you have to go a couple of rows back. Sometimes you do even have to go 3 rows just because it gets all busted up. But whenever it does get to that point, you need to go ahead and float it out and glue it, okay? A lot of concrete in Tennessee. I can't say that there is a whole lot of concrete in here. This is where I'm at, and most everything is on a wood subfloor, almost everything. You can get the townhouses and stuff like that, little subdivisions where old folks live like that, where they got maintenance-free yards and stuff like that, those are going to be concrete. But as far as average subdivisions and average houses popping up all over, everything is on wood, and I'm glad of that. Yeah, like I was saying, there were people put 3 and 4 rows of tack strip out, even on a wood subfloor, and out there in the desert. I seen some whacked out stuff out there. Anyway, I was just going to be really short on here. Need to find Hank William Jr.'s house. I was just going to be real short. I wanted to talk about that for sure, about the doorbells, privacy from the customer, rather, and respecting the customer's house, their thoughts, their concerns, and everything like that, because you will be busted and they will start picking you to death if they hear you covering something up or talking bad about something in their house or something like that. Okay, by all means, be respectful. They are paying you. Okay. So let's do that, okay? Treat them like they're paying you, and they are. You know what I'm saying? They ultimately, whether you're working for a store or not, they are the ones that is going to be giving the store the money, and the store is going to be giving you the money. So ultimately, they're not just the store's customers; they are your customers, okay? Because you do a good job for them, they're going to tell their neighbors, and they're going to say, "Oh, yeah, for instance, Mills done my house. Oh yeah, who was the installer?" And they're going to say, Floors by Southern Boys. Well, Floors by Southern Boys did a great job. You get them if you go down there. They're going to do a good job for you. So it's not just the store's customers, okay? You can work your way up. Trust me, I done that in Tucson with a carpet store that I was absolutely new from nowhere. I just started working for them, and within no time, I went boom, 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 right up to the top with all of them other installers that had been there for 15 or 20 years. So you can definitely work your way up with the store. Now, you can say, well, they go with, seniority rules. People that's been there the longest is going to get the best jobs. That's not the case, okay? Them store owners, they want somebody that's going to do a good job and not have a bunch of callbacks. They want customers calling in and saying, "Hey, this person did an awesome job." They want their customers talking to their neighbors and saying, "Hey, this guy did a good job from Mills Floor Covering, blah, 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 blah." Them stores want awesome feedback as well, okay? So if you're doing the best work, you're going to get the best jobs. That's period, okay? It don't matter if people's been there 20 years before you. You are going to get the best jobs if you do the best work. My best customers are ones that feed me and put me up for the night. Wow, I heard that, man. Seniority doesn't mean anything. Your work speaks for itself. That's exactly right, buddy. That's exactly right. Okay, anyway, I just wanted to do that. I got to get this transition done right here. I don't know how it's going to go, so I wanted to get on here and thank whoever the J-Dub is who it was. Now I know. So I want to thank him for this gimbal. I want to talk to you about being respectful on the jobs for the sake of yourself, okay? It ain't really, yeah, you definitely want to do it for the customers, but also for yourself, because it's going to make it hard on you. I'm serious. If you go out there and you're smoking and you're talking about a little bad spot in the carpet or something, the customer hears that on their little video camera that they got you on, you're going to have a bad day ahead of you. I'm telling you what, the rest of that job is going to be crap. You might end up coming back and replacing it. They're going to tell the store, "Oh, well, they knew it and they kept going on." It's going to be bad for you. I'm telling you, watch what you say, where you say it, and when you say it, okay, when you're at the customer's house. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, FBSB's out.